So this video is going to be a little bit different because not necessarily speaking to whoever YouTube would send this video to, which I don't even know anymore. It's such a crapshoot anymore, but really more so speaking directly to Benny Johnson.
Okay.
And ironically, not just Benny Johnson, but who I would expect YouTube not to send the video to. Democrats.
Yeah.
Liberals who choose to watch this type of content, these creators, loose term. And hey, I'm not going to say they're lying to you. I'm going to show you they're lying to you.
Ooh, I like that even better.
All right, this video is going to be a little different. And the reason why I'm going to be talking about this, it's about Benny Johnson, who is a MAGA influencer and really a MAGA mouthpiece, as a propagandist. Someone has actually tweeted that they have had a male-on-male encounter with Benny Johnson. I'm going to bring you those.
Okay, so he's a mouthpiece. Is that what he said? Propagandist?
Yeah.
What does he think he is?
I still think it's interesting that they call people a MAGA anything. Like making America great again is a bad thing.
Well, I mean, to his audience, because
they'd rather send America straight into the shitter more so than it has for the last 4 years.
I mean, I'm sure that this person would, especially for the amount of money that they make to do it.
True.
But just for the justification here, he has proof that Benny Johnson is caught in a gay scandal, he says.
Is the proof because somebody typed it out in a tweet?
Yeah.
That's the proof?
Yeah.
Until I see a picture of somebody's junk and anywhere near Benny Johnson's butt or other junk, then no.
That's it. Just somebody posted a tweet.
Tweets. He has said in the past, he's alleged that Michelle Obama, he's said this so many times, was born male. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with being born male.
I'm not sure why he pivots to...
I was about to say, what are we doing here?
Okay, so this is a strategy. This is a tactic. And it's you paint a picture. You provide a little bit of... to substantiate it, which was roughly 20 seconds. And then you completely pivot to something that is unrelated.
Okay.
That will then trigger your audience into agreeing with you and siding with you, and then creating this rage towards Benny Johnson based on perhaps maybe a tweet, a post that apparently the date on this is January 17, 2025. So what caused you September 25, 2025 to go to a January post is beyond me. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you got to go searching for things to rile up your base, I guess.
And then later on in life, realizing you are in the wrong body. And as an adult, changing how you reflect how you feel about yourself to the world.
Is he calling Michelle Obama a man transgender also?
I mean,
because the way he said it makes it sound like he said there's nothing wrong with being born a man and whatever else while we're talking about Michelle Obama. So it sounds to me like he's agreeing that Michelle Obama's a man.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I would agree. But, the argument is really weak because basically he's saying that, let's run that back.
Tweets. He has said in the past, he's alleged that Michelle Obama, he's said this so many times, was born male. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with being born male. And then later on in life, realizing you are in the wrong body. And as an adult, changing how you reflect how you feel about yourself to the world. I think that's fine.
I don't think that's fine.
I also think it's interesting that he says, as an adult, realizing you're in the wrong body when they've been pushing this on children for the longest time. But even he said, as an adult.
Look, there's no change my mind table on this one. You're not going to convince me that you are in the wrong body.
Oh, no, it's not.
You could convince me you've been on this earth before. You can convince me of deja vu. And it's like, I feel like you can convince me of that shit. But you're not going to convince me that you're in the wrong fucking body.
No. I still don't understand why it's okay to say that you're a man and a woman in a man's body. But if I were to go, you know what, I'm supposed to be black, then I would get the rage from the left that, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing that. You know, that's race this and race that. But it's okay if you say it gender wise, like sex wise. How is that not like they're both retarded? Like,
so it's okay in this instance, based on what he says, to admit you're in the wrong body. But he's making it sound like it's not okay if Benny Johnson feels like he's gay. He calls it a gay scandal.
That's true.
He calls it a gay scandal. So it's just like,
yeah,
it's okay for you to change your pronouns, because that's the best I'm going to give you on that one. Change the way you dress, but it's not okay to be gay. Is that what he's saying?
It does sound, when you say you use the word scandal.
What's not okay is implying that someone is transgender when they're not as a way to attack them. Okay?
Or claiming somebody's gay when they're not as a way to attack them, sir.
Is that really an attack? Like, you literally just said it's okay to be trans, and if someone says you're trans, then you're attacking them?
But also freedom of speech. Benny Johnson can say whatever he wants to say, right? Didn't they just prove that with Jimmy Kimmel?
So what Benny Johnson has done before is kind of similar to what he's doing now to himself. And yes, as the title says, it's been alleged that Benny Johnson, who likes to parade around his children like props, his little children as props. Here it is. Yep. Look at me. I'm so straight. I've got kids. I'm just a dad.
This is where it kind of falls off the rails, really. Like I said, I'm not going to say he's lying. I'm just going to prove it, because if you just look in the mirror, name one Democrat who actually paraded around children, not even pretending to be straight. Mr. and Mr. Pete Buttigieg.
Booty juice.
Staged photo in a delivery room after an adoption, taking up beds that pregnant women, real women,
because men can't have babies,
need. And it's not even a matter of, look at me, look how straight I am. No, dude, it's look how gay you are.
What's crazy to me, though, is that he's about to, because I haven't seen this is new to me, but he's about to say that if Benny Johnson, this is obviously the reach from the left, if Benny Johnson were to suddenly come out as gay, that there's something wrong. But he just said that if you are a man who decided later on in life that you were in a woman's body, that was perfectly fine. So
in the liberal dictionary, the word hypocrite has been removed.
Clearly, and common sense and anything smart.
Morals.
Yeah, ethics.
It turns out that Benny Johnson is either gay or bi. And I am sick of the MAGA hypocrisy, because
based on
you
a
can't
tweet,
say it turns out unless you watch Benny Johnson nail some other dude. You
based
can't say
on
that.
a tweet and the fact that he has children and a selfie camera, he's gay or bi. That's
Then every single person walking this planet is gay or bi, according to his reasoning.
He's all Christ is king, and please, he says also other things like, young men, if you want to be an immovable mountain, strong alpha male, I beg you to find a woman.
Young men, we're just going to cut right to it. If you want to be an immovable mountain in your life, if you wish to be a strong alpha, I beg you, find a woman.
The side that is all about every letter of the alphabet is literally making a video trying to create the idea and the perception of a scandal of Benny Johnson accepting 2 additional letters of that alphabet as it being bad.
Well, it's also interesting that he is currently trying to say that being in a heterosexual relationship is something wrong. That's also what he's saying. Like, make up your mind, bruh.
It sounds like he's trying to convince himself. Now,
it sounds like honestly, I think Keith has a crush on Benny Johnson.
I mean, he's way up his butt right now with everything, so possibly.
I think Keith has a crush on Benny Johnson. And I was debating on using this thumbnail. Tell me that's a straight man right
Not
there.
at all. No.
Tell me
If you ever sent me a selfie like that, I'd be like, sir.
Tell me that's a straight man right
Not
there.
in the least. No straight man does the
Tell me that's a
Zoolander.
straight man right there.
Not at all.
So obviously, you get the views, you get the clicks, you get the brainwashing of your audience, but maybe he gets a phone call from Benny Johnson. Maybe he gets a text back from Benny Johnson. Maybe that's what he's really
I mean, I'm sure it is
maybe that's what he's really
trying to be relevant.
Maybe he's looking to hook up.
Mm-hmm. He's barking up the wrong tree. I can tell you that much.
There's also other reporting that has shown that Benny Johnson very well has looked up male-on-male activities. Before we get to that, I just want to show you.
Again,
I'm sorry. Does he have his computer and his laptop and is searching through his search history?
You plant the seed and then you pivot. You plant the seed, then you pivot. They do this all day. Midas Touch Network, they do this all day.
Well, at least we know who gets the front row seats in hell.
All day. If you ever were like, nah, I don't want to go watch something.
I can't.
Do it.
The rage in me.
Just do it a little bit. And you're like, what the?
I'm already like that. Like
that Benny Johnson, even when he's a reporter, sucked at it. The reason why he got fired from BuzzFeed was from plagiarizing. Now,
I'm sorry.
What does this have to do with his sexual orientation?
Nothing. But also, where is this guy in life versus where Benny Johnson is in life? Just out of curiosity.
That I don't know. Keith Edwards, I don't know if he's ever even been in the public. Like he's
probably not been invited into the White House
public forum. Okay,
so not in the White House under Biden. Not in.
I don't think he would do it. I think he'd be afraid to.
Yeah,
Benny Johnson's out there.
No, I know.
He's actually doing shit.
I know.
And the Democrats, they don't do anything. The last time the Democrats actually did something.
Something good, or just something in general? Because they do a lot of something all day long.
All they do is challenge the right.
Yeah.
What does the right do? The right is trying to make America great again.
Oh, yeah.
The left is challenging the right. What does the left do?
Sow division. That's about all they do. They're real good at it.
Inscribe shell casings and load magazines.
The interesting thing is the reason why he got fired for plagiarizing is because he got mad at someone plagiarizing his work. And then as it says here, you see these tweets, they got mad. He's like, oh, you wrote what I wrote. Okay. Johnson was accused of being a serial plagiarist in his own right, which led to his firing BuzzFeed late last week. If it weren't for his efforts of two Twitter users known simply as Bleepla Bloplo and Crushing Bort, there's no telling when Johnson's flawed work would have been noticed. And if it weren't for Johnson's criticism of another outlet's plagiarism, the duo probably wouldn't have been compelled to trawl through his BuzzFeed archives. Quote, it was definitely prompted by Johnson tweeting about the IJ review. Well,
I like how he doesn't know how to say troll.
What does he say?
He said troll. Somebody doesn't know how to read and think at the same time.
To repeat itself, bitch, because I don't know if I would have done this if you were just being a MAGA asshole, that's fine. But as soon as you start levying attacks on people for no reason, I got a problem with that. Especially
levying attacks from January. What made him wake up today and like, I want to challenge Benny Johnson on an attack?
Because Benny Johnson right now is relevant because of Charlie Kirk, because of everything.
Benny Johnson is relevant because of Benny Johnson.
That's true. He's always been relevant.
I mean, Benny Johnson he's touched on every single aspect, including Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Relentlessly every single day.
Very true. I'm just saying he is more known by the left right now, I think, than maybe probably before because of what has happened with Charlie Kirk. So he's trying to just get more views from people who may not have any clue who Benny Johnson is. And now all they're going to think is that he's a closeted bisexual who plagiarizes stuff. They're not going to know anything about him. The same way they did with Charlie Kirk. Little snippets here, little snippets there to call him a racist, a misogynist, or whatever else without ever actually showing who he was.
It's sad that there's actually people out there that know nothing and believe everything.
Fucking idiots.
When the attacks are really just you pointing at yourself. Now, we have some posts here from Milo, who has alleged, this sounds like someone we know. Which happy-go-lucky podcast host gets trashed and has sex with young boys in the latter's hotel rooms at Turning Point conferences, leaving his wife weeping in the arms of other men downstairs amid the 8-pack leaflets and trestle tables? Question mark.
Milo's the person they kept saying they were hoping would come out of hiding after the assassination of Charlie Kirk because he's a real religious person. And I'm like, where? Like, maybe I'm missing something here, but he sounds...
Honestly, I think if Benny Johnson is such a figure here, and you have something like that to say, you should
You would
say
just call it out.
You should
like,
say it.
Yeah.
Like, you should visibly say it.
Tiptoeing around.
And you should,
yeah.
send it to Benny Johnson.
Yeah.
And not be this anonymous bullshit post.
Yeah.
Milo went on to say his initials are BJ, Benny Johnson, and that's how 1,020-year-old male Turning Point volunteers will remember him, as BJ.
Really? So you're insinuating he gave 1,000 blowjobs
to 20-year-olds, or had 1,000 of them
He
give
also
him blowjobs?
shared this text that he sent to Benny Johnson.
Look how legit this text is.
Oh yeah.
Look how legit this text
It's definitely
is.
got to be Benny Johnson.
It says
100%.
Benny. It says
I
Benny.
mean,
it says BJ Benny.
yeah.
It must be him.
Must be him. It couldn't just be a name you put in under any random phone number.
It couldn't literally be a sexting string you and I had, and I just changed the name and the icon to make the
The one that I actually showed you of him alleging that Michelle Obama is trans. And he says here, to Benny, this isn't shutting down any rumors. I think that's what they call chutzpah. Now, we also know that Benny Johnson looks at gay-related websites.
So we're still getting to how Benny Johnson's gay.
I'm trying to figure it out.
And we've gone on the BuzzFeed and plagiarism and attacks against Michelle Obama and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's just like,
I'm still trying to figure out if Benny Johnson is gay or Benny Johnson is bisexual. Who gives a fuck? Like, that's where my question comes in. I'm pretty sure if it's true, his wife would know. Maybe it's something they do together. Anything's possible, but like, why would he have such a problem with it? That's the craziest part
about it is the theoretically strongest supportive side of the Alphabet Gang is trying to make it a bad thing.
The most vocal side of the Alphabet Gang. They are definitely not the most supportive. I would definitely say that the right is more supportive than the left because the left uses it to...
theoretically. This is propaganda.
Okay.
That's projection from their side to make you think that.
Yeah.
And it's just like we were talking about yesterday. If Trump says, drinking piss is bad, then
they're going to go out and
start drinking piss.
I was about to say, if they were really so LGBT whatever friendly, then Kamala Harris wouldn't have said out loud on The View and in other interviews and in her book that the reason she didn't pick Pete Bootyplug for her vice president running mate was because he's gay.
I think the craziest part about it was she said that, and then Scott Bessent is on Fox the next day, and he's just like, "I'm gay."
Mm-hmm. Well, she was talking to Rachel Madcow when she was like, "Well, I couldn't do it because he's gay," and Rachel's like, "Hello, I scissor for a living." Like,
I think the best one was they were like, "Wait, so you passed over the gay dude to pick the gay dude,
friggin' jazz hands, twinkle toe Timmy."
Because he doesn't know how ads work. The way that advertising works on the internet is if I look at a pair of shoes, if I look at Nike shoes, then I download what is called a cookie on my browser. And then...
You didn't actually download the cookie.
No.
This is not really how this works.
This is not how this works.
When I go to websites that serve ads, the cookie will talk to the website and the website will know, show this guy ads related to shoes. This guy loves shoes. Okay? Wow. I hope that sounds like I knew exactly what I was talking about. I hope that makes sense to you. That is how, very simply, in the most simple way to explain it, that's how advertising works. I'm sure.
What'd you say?
I said nothing he has said so far makes any sense. So...
But wait, there's more.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Someone out there is going to be like, Keith, you're an idiot. That is the basic way of how it works. You look at something, the advertisers know what you looked at, and then they serve it to you. Well, Benny Johnson apparently wasn't aware of that in 2017 because he said on the Military Times website that he got served ads for gay cruises. Now,
why are we back in 2017?
Because it's the only way he can make whatever stupid ass point he's trying to make.
Why do we go back to 2017? That's 8 years ago.
Yeah. I got nothing for you. But There's also the possibility, let's just be honest here, maybe his wife looked up guy on guy stuff.
You want to know what the most logical possibility and explanation really is?
Advertisers really wanted to push gay cruises at the time.
That too. But one that Keith Edwards knows. He won't tell his audience. He'd rather lie to them.
Well, that's all the left does. So yeah.
What does Benny Johnson do all day long?
Just research everything under the sun.
No. He's on video. He's talking. He's recording. He's going live.
Yeah.
He's engaging. He's traveling. He's interviewing.
Yeah.
There ain't no damn way he'd have time to search the internet.
You don't think so?
So his staff.
I was about to say, somebody on his team.
He has a team of
searching
people.
up.
We saw them in the background, I think, during the election night.
Yep, election night.
They are doing this.
Yeah,
they are preparing this,
Yeah.
and then he is put in front of the camera.
Yeah.
The most logical explanation is that if, in fact, this is true and it's not just some shotgun attempt at marketing advertisers, maybe his staff is gay.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's highly possible.
As we now know, the only way you would be served advertising geared towards gay people if you... Right. And now we have...
Well,
that's not even accurate.
He goes, now we know that's the only way. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's the only way you said it. And if you're on an incognito browsing session, what ads are they going to show you then? What cookies exist then?
Yashar Ali, who said here, because Benny Johnson said that he investigated AOC, he said, if I were a closeted homosexual or bisexual, I would not be making and promoting such a video, but that's just me. Yes. Okay, and here is the juicy bit. This is Saeed Jones.
He has literally said nothing.
He's literally said absolutely nothing. He has gossiped with stuff that has no credibility.
I don't know Saeed personally. I do know people who know Saeed. Worked at BuzzFeed, is a writer, and this is what Saeed said about Benny Johnson. This is a few posts long.
Hear me out. What if Johnson's a very common last name?
Mm-hmm.
BuzzFeed's probably a very large organization.
Mm-hmm.
What if there's another Benny Johnson?
I mean, it's possible, but what if there's also somebody just using the name Saeed whatever to make posts? Because I could make an account tomorrow and name myself the fucking Queen of England and make posts pretending to be the Queen of England. Like, you can do anything you want on the internet.
Yeah, for sure.
I made out with Benny Johnson in an empty dressing room at the BuzzFeed holiday party in 2013. It haunts me to this day. Anyways, it's funny that he's done literally everything but come out of the closet. Men will literally become traitors to their country rather than go to therapy.
That's funny. Okay, this is off topic. What's on topic? I saw a thing about Elliot Page today and how Elliot Page has a new girlfriend. And I was like, so you're telling me that somebody would rather mutilate their body and take gender-changing drugs than to just come out of the closet? Because Elliot Page used to be Ellen Page. And Ellen decided to remove her boobs and add on a sausage and get rid of the taco. And now it's got a girlfriend. I'm like, it would have been much easier if you just been like, hey, I'm a lesbian.
I don't understand how we can get to this point in this bullshit video of 2013 BuzzFeed Benny Johnson. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say Benny Johnson says, you know what? Yeah, there was plagiarism. I made a mistake, and ultimately was terminated because of it. Okay. Fast forward to 2025, and Benny Johnson's like, you know what? I've grown up. I've become far more intelligent, more aware. And yeah, I was young and dumb. Okay.
I would also like to point out that Benny Johnson didn't get married till 2016. So if for some reason he did decide to make out with some dude in 2013, he wasn't cheating on his wife with some dude.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. It's like 2013.
Mm-hmm.
That's 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
If Benny Johnson made a mistake, plagiarism or making out with some dude, is he not allowed to make a mistake? Or is he not allowed to then think, you know what, this isn't the life that I want to live. Mm-hmm. I want to go a different route. I want to go a different direction. I want to be married. I want to be heterosexual. I want to be monogamous. I want to have children. Shouldn't that be okay?
Yeah.
Based on the idea that as an adult, you decide you're in the wrong body, it's okay to change it. It's okay to change it. But it's not okay to change your sexual preference if you're a heterosexual male named Benny Johnson. Is that what is that?
I guess that's what this dude is saying.
Is that what the standard is here?
I think this guy's probably going to come out later on and be like, I feel like I'm in a woman's body. And then he's going to be, I don't know, Keisha.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, there's been a lot of this the whole time he's been talking.
A lot of this. He's lost a lot of weight.
Well, it's easier to fit into the girly stuff.
He's lost a lot of weight from this picture.
Ugh, yeah. from the gay.
From this picture.
To the try to look less gay.
To now, he's lost a lot of weight. And I would describe him as dainty. Mm-hmm. I would describe him as dainty and a similar body frame he's working towards of Dylan Mulvaney.
I was going to say the same thing.
I would say he's got a jacket on now, but there's a Disney video. You should watch the Disney video. He's got a t-shirt on, and you can see how frail he is.
Why is he in a Disney video?
It's clickbait.
Okay.
It's clickbait. You should watch it.
Okay.
You might like it.
Why would I like it?
Because you're going to tear it apart.
Okay.
Like, you're going to tear it apart.
Okay.
Goes on. Betty, who performed at the holiday party, BuzzFeed hosted at Webster Hall in 2013. Everyone got sloshed because of the open bar. Benny and I went into a dressing room and started kissing. Would have gone further, but he said something cringe enough to snap me back to my senses. That sounds like Benny Johnson.
Where did he say it was at?
BuzzFeed's holiday party?
At where?
How can he say it sounds like Benny Johnson? Do you think this guy even knows Benny Johnson?
Probably not.
Do you think they've ever met?
Probably not. Where did he say it was at?
It reminds me of the RNC who was on the floor at the RNC and they called somebody out. Was it Don Jr. or was it Hegseth? Somebody called somebody out on the floor of the RNC and they about got into a damn fist fight.
I remember what you're talking about, but I don't remember who it was.
BuzzFeed Hall?
Webster Hall.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. This guy talks and I just don't even listen. But I feel like if that was the environment in which he ever met Benny Johnson, you can't sit there and say, sounds like Benny Johnson. You don't fucking know Benny Johnson. You don't know Benny Johnson. No. You know, it's like the people say, oh, Trump would do this and Trump would do that. You ain't never met Trump. You don't know Trump. You can't say what he would and wouldn't do. You can only say what your side and your party has filled your mind with, your head with. I'm not even going to say your mind, your brain. It filled your head with these ideas and this rhetoric. What to think, not how to think, to come out and say stupid shit.
I would like to now say this. So he said he made out with Benny Johnson in a fitting room after he performed at Webster Hall in 2013. He used the word performed, right?
Goes on. Betty, who performed at the holiday party, BuzzFeed hosted at Webster Hall in 2013.
Benny Johnson did not perform at the Webster Hall in 2013. He was working as a staff writer for BuzzFeed during that time, a position he held from 2012 to 2014. But there is a musician named Benny Johnson who it was an artist.
Are you fucking kidding me? Literally what I said. Literally what I said. Could there not be someone with a similar name?
That's why I'm saying.
Send that to me.
These are the ones.
Send that to me.
Okay.
I made that up. I'm just like, Benny. It's like Ben Johnson. Benjamin like Johnson's like Smith. And then you can configure the Ben part. Like, are you serious?
I'm just saying.
So Keith Edwards is in fact telling the truth about Benny Johnson, but structuring it in a way where you would think it was our Benny Johnson. Mm-hmm. And again, like I said, I'm not going to tell you he's lying.
That way he's not. I'm
not going to tell you he's lying. I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to show you, or we are going to show you, thank you to my lovely assistant here, how they're lying. He's lying. Granted, he's telling the truth while lying. Two things can be true at the same time. God, that's crazy. I just went with the most logical explanation. What if there was someone else named Benny Johnson?
It's very much possible.
I rolled my eyes and left. Anyway, I'm definitely not the only guy Benny Johnson has made out with. I've heard him and his wife are swingers. She's pregnant with their 4th child now, which LOL. Anyway, when I warn y'all about sleeper agents, I'm speaking from experience. Demons walk amongst us.
I would have to
calling somebody gay is a demon.
I would have to consider Keith Edwards to be one of those demons.
Well, he's literally just saying that if you're gay or in a swinger relationship, you're a demon. I mean, he just shat on most of the left that
You can change. You're in the wrong freaking body.
But heaven forbid you and your wife have a consensual, open relationship, if that's what that is. Like, and he was not even married in 2013. He didn't get married till 2016.
I'm not naming names, but I was just informed I wasn't even the only guy Benny made out with that night. Huh.
Also, I looked it up, and the fitting rooms are only available for performers at the event. Regular public cannot go in
Benny
there.
Johnson wasn't Benny Johnson back then.
No.
Our Benny Johnson.
Yeah.
So there's no way he would have had access
No.
to the fitting room.
No.
And I'd be willing to bet that this performer, Benny Johnson, is probably openly homosexual.
I mean, you can literally say anything you want to on the internet, and this guy's proving it.
So, I'm just saying, it seems as though the person who likes to wrap himself up in Christianity, who pretends like he's an alpha male, who likes to show off his children as if there's some sort of trophy, who pushes out propaganda nonstop, has a big secret that he just needs to get real with. It wouldn't be unusual for someone to be gay in MAGA. Scott Pressler is very gay and very MAGA. And Nick Fuentes is allegedly gay as well. Nick Fuentes, who we talked about this channel, is basically a Nazi, but also gay. I mean, that's the thing. When you are extremely extreme in your beliefs, it's usually because there's something about yourself you haven't reconciled with. Truly.
I mean, I would say Scott Pressler is extremely extreme. Hell, Nick Fuentes is extremely extreme. And they are very, very open. Like, the argument here is it doesn't hold any weight.
What's also going to be interesting is when Benny Johnson slaps a lawsuit on his ass for malicious, whatever it's called, and Nick Fuentes for being called a Nazi. Like,
ooh, again, that's why I said we're talking to Benny Johnson in this video. Benny, I hope this video makes its way to you.
Truly. So my hope is that if this is true about Benny Johnson, that he maybe can one day accept who he is.
I like how he says, if this is true, although he just spent however many minutes of my life I'll never get back, claiming that it is true, showing you proof that it's true. But now at the end, he's like, oh shit, I should probably cover my ass just a hint here and go, if it's true.
Allegedly.
And what he is. And until that day, maybe he should stop pointing fingers until he can look himself in the mirror. Thanks for watching.
You mean the way you do with your selfies?
The way he does with his little gay selfie.